All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please inform me if you have any difficulty from your side. Today our topic is about a video made by Muhammadan. Actually, it was sent for me a while ago, but I did not look at it. And I want to say thank you for the one who did the translation for the video, because it's Indonesian, I don't understand it. And I found it very funny and very stupid. And we will take advantage of this video so we can save the Indonesian people from the cult of Islam. You see, when Indonesian Muslims, they try to present Islam to you, they present something very stupid. And I will show you how stupid Islam is. A person, he made a video supposedly to answer me. And one of the funny things actually in his video, he said, he played of me reading the Quran, and he said I was reading wrong. And the funny, they lie live on air, saying he said the letter ha, hunna, which is absolutely false. You can play the title where he is playing and you will see how stupid he is. The only difference between the reading he is doing and my reading, I say dhamma ilayhunna, they say ilayhinna. And this is in Arabic, very well known as called tashkil. This is not a change of letters. This is the change of tashkil. Tashkil is something you put in the top of the letter or underneath, and that will change the reading. As an example for those idiots, this is the word ilayhinna in their reading. Ilayhinna. All right. But if you see here the same word, the letter we are disagreeing about is the last two letters. This is the same word. The hunna. You see, so when you put this in the top, the dhamma, that will make it hunna. When you put kasra, that will make it hinna. And dhamma and kasra, this is not really part of the language. This is something was added long after Muhammad died. Just for those who don't understand what we are saying, those little things we add in the top, they change the way you pronounce the word, but they are not words. Here there is kasra, here there is dhamma. Those two are the same word, hunna. In fact, the correct reading is hunna, not hinna. And this is the correct reading. So this is the same from this part. I'm just trying to show you. So this stupidity is amazing. And I want to ask this person, isn't it your Quran supposedly came in 7 reading? Which means I can play with it as any way I want. Secondly, as long as you are so good in Arabic, why you don't dare to call me potato? Let everybody laugh either at you or at me. You see that the issue is all of them, they are so good in refuting me, but they don't dare to call me. And you know what? You have no excuse that you do not know English because you claim that you know Arabic. We will do it in Arabic and we will get somebody to translate to Indonesian and English immediately. And let all the Indonesian die laughing at your stupidity. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. And in his video, actually, sorry, my voice is not good. In his video, he said that if you change one letter in the Quran, he will know. Okay, I'm going to change one letter. And I challenge you to tell me if I'm wrong or right. All right, hold on. You see here the Quran says Nuhi. In the Arabic of the Quran, there was no dot, which means when Muhammad gave the Quran and the Muslim they wrote it, there was no dot, which means there's no way to know this letter is Noon, which letter N. Let's type it for you. Let me show you how many options we can have with just adding dots. So Noon, letter N, or this can be letter T, or this can be letter Ya, Which one of them? So I'm going to change it, and I challenge you to correct me and to tell me how you will know that I'm wrong. I will make it not Nuhi, I'm going to make it Yuhi, because there's no difference between them except the dot, and the dot is something added later to the Quran. So instead of saying Nuhi, I will say Yuhi. Not only that, okay, hold, let me switch to Arabic. I'm not going to make it only Yuhi. You see the last letter in the Yuhi, there's Ya, because there's no dot. I can say Yuha. Look how many options. So I want this Abdul to make a video, special video, to refute me in this. If I change from between Nuhi to Yuhi to Yuha, how he will know that I am changing the Quran? We will wait for that answer, and then we will die laughing at him, struggling, trying to answer. And I want you to say clearly that I'm wrong. And you know, there's no way it is Yuhi or Yuha. It is Nuhi for sure. I want you to tell me how you figure that out. Now, we go back to starting from the beginning of his video. Let me read the translation which sent to me. Again, I want to say thank you for the person who made the translation. It takes time, you know, to translate. It's not easy. Especially it's not your, translating into other language. All right. The video, in his video, he's saying, Quran valid and never be fabricated. I mean, this is the most hilarious, stupid thing ever. Until now, the Muslim didn't have one single copy of the Quran. The Quran is published now by Saudi Arabia. This is a Quran according to the recitation, not the writing of Hafs. And we showed you how Hafs is a liar according to Muslims. You can go watch that video and you will die laughing at the stupidity. How Muslims, they reject even the hadith of Hafs because he's a liar, and Hafs is a scam, is a fraud. Him and his father, both of them accused by Muslim Sunni to be a fraud. So your Quran today is according to Hafs. I challenge you to get the Quran according to Warsh. Maybe it's better. Now, as long as you are the one who's saying, if you change, nobody can change the Quran. Read with me carefully and die laughing, Abdul. This is the chapter 6, verse number 93. This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. This book is not written by a Christian prince. This is by Imam al-Wahidi. Okay? As you see in the, to make it easier for you to read it in English. Al-Wahidi. Who, okay, the verse here came because somebody saying that he made Quran like the Quran of Allah. Who is guilty of more wrong than who forth a lie against Allah, or says, I am inspired. Who is this one who said I am inspired? Let us read chapter 6, verse number 93. This was revealed about liar Musaylama al-Hanafi. Okay, Musaylama, he lied, he says I am inspired too. This man was etc., etc., but this is not important. And then go down, you will see here it says the Prophet, he asked a guy, his name is Abdullah ibn Sarh, to come and write the Quran for him. Read carefully, because the verse continue. It's about two people. This is the second part. And who says, I will reveal the like of what Allah has revealed. Chapter 6, 93. This verse was revealed about Abdullah ibn Abi Sarh. This man had declared his faith in Islam, so he converted to Islam. Wonderful. So he's not a Jew. He's not a Hindu. He's a Muslim. So the messenger of Allah, Allah pray on him and salute him, called him one day to write something for him. When the verses regarding the believers were revealed, verily we created a man from product of wet earth, chapter 23, verse number 12 to 14, the Prophet dictated to him, and when he reached up and then produce it in another creation, here the Prophet Muhammad stopped, supposedly according to the story. Abdullah, the inscribed, the writer, the one who converted to Islam, expressed his amazement at the precision of the man creation by saying, so blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. And look what happened. The fraud Muhammad, he said, the messenger of Allah, Allah pray on him and salute him, said, Abdullah, the last expression you said, this is how it was revealed to me. But Abdullah, he is the one who said the verse. You see, it's in front of you. This is the Muslim witnessing what happened. Muhammad was telling the guy to write Quran, and he said, praise be to Allah. Or he stopped, sorry. He read until here. Let us show you in the screen. Let us go to the verse in the Quran. We will show it in English and in Arabic. Hold on, so you can see how it is. I hope the text is coming clear from your side, guys. I mean, in the screen. Let me see. All right. So look what happened here. The guy, Muhammad was reading, then we made the nutfa into a clot, a piece of thick congealed dead blood, which is a stupid of Muhammad to say, because the nutfa will not transform into blood. And you are saying to me, we cannot change the Quran. I don't want any to change the Quran. This is amazing Quran to laugh, and this is a comedy. What kind of a stupid God, he says, that a nutfa will be changed into a congealed dead blood? Is your Prophet Muhammad taking hashish? Is that what doctors they taught you in school? That nutfa will turn into dead blood? So you stupid Muhammad, he saw that women, when she lose a child, dead blood come. So he thought this is what the baby is. When women have abortion, this is how Muhammad, he imagined the baby. Okay, this is the blood. You see the blood, this is the baby. And then we made it into a clot of little lump of a flesh, which is a stupid. Because this is now we have a blood clot which can kill any human being. A human being is not dead blood, you idiot. And then we made it out into a little, so now the blood transformed into a flesh and bones. This is your Quran. And then we have closed the bones with the flesh. And then we have brought forth another creation. This is the statement of Muhammad. Here Muhammad stopped. When Muhammad he stopped, Abdullah ibn Sarah, he said, so blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. Muhammad, he heard Abdullah ibn Sarah saying that. He said, oh, Abdullah, write it there, write it there. The guy, he said, but this is me who said that. He said, yeah, but it came to me the same. Unbelievable. So you are saying to us, if we change one word in the Quran, you will know it. Why is that? Because you are a stupid recording machine and now you memorize the Quran? But who care about this? The Quran already is a shish kebab. I mean, and this is your books. The one is reporting those stories is you Muslims. And nobody can deny it. And look what happened. Abdullah expressed his amazement. You see, the guy is not a bad guy because he's amazed with the Quran. You see, when somebody he says that this person is amazed with the Quran, obviously he is a believer. He's not a bad person, supposedly, right? Okay. At the precision of the man's creation, by saying, so blessed be Allah, the best of the creators, the messenger of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, said, oh, Abdullah, the last expression is how it was revealed to me. Muhammad, he liked it. He told him to add it. how it was revealed to him, but it came to Abdullah ibn Ustarah first, and Muhammad did not say it. You see, Muhammad, he stopped. This is why the guy, he talked. Muhammad was reciting the Quran, and when he finished, he stopped. The guy, he's writing. The Prophet stopped. So he wrote everything, and then the Prophet, he stopped writing. That's it, he's done. So the man, he said, Abdullah, he said, because he was amazed with the stupid Quran, supposedly, and he said, blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. Muhammad, he liked it. He said to him, write it there. This is mine. And then at this point, read carefully, Abdul. At this point, doubt crept into Abdullah. He said, if Muhammad is a truthful, then I was inspired just as he was, which means I'm a prophet too. And if he's lying, I have uttered exactly what did utter. Do you see it? So your Quran already is uttered, and it's a joke, it's a lie. Secondly, just to show you how stupid Muhammad is. The guy, he said, blessed is the one, the best of the creators. How Muhammad stupid is to say the best of the creators if there's only one creator? How he even accept it to add it to the Quran? The second you say he is the best of the creators, that's mean you are comparing Allah to other creators. That's mean you agreeing that there's more than one creator. Now the Muslim Abdul in Indonesia will say to you, oh, like, don't you create a bicycle, or don't you create a car? This is stupid. Creation here is about creating a soul. Do you see any car in the verse? Do you see anyone making a bike? Because at that time they make dishes, they made a spoon, they made many things. They made bed. Still, this is if this is the creation, well, this is the creation then. But as you see here, they are talking about the best of the creators of life, which means you are saying that Allah is the best creator of lives. How that can be? I thought He is the only creator. Many stupid mistakes all over the Quran, and you are saying to me, if you change one word in the Quran, and as you see, Muhammad is copying from others. Not only that, if we go in the hadith, we will find that Muhammad, he said, خُذُوا الْقُرْآنَ مِنْ أَرْبَعَةٍ. Take the Quran from 4. Okay, did you take them from the 4? Did you? But this is not important. As long as you said that if you take one word from the Quran, if you change it, I will know about it. I want you to recite for me in the coming video the following verses. Just small request. I'm not going to make it heavy on you. Allah, He sent verses about breastfeeding for adult, and I want you to explain to the Muslim ladies, Muslim girls, what the breastfeeding for adult mean. Hold on, let me find something fit with this topic. Just to show you how stupid your challenge is. I mean, can you make Quran like this? Can you make Quran saying to Muslim women, give your breast to an adult so he can suckle it? I mean, how stupid this cult is, to the point you have a God who says do breastfeeding for adult. Okay. We will give you an example here. We don't mean to be rude. It's just an example. Let us see. We are just trying to find a picture which is not ugly. This is what your prophet is teaching, my friend. That your beautiful wife, if I come to visit her at home, and by the way, you can go and search the fatwa made by the highest scholar of Al-Azhar University, the dean of the hadith department. He made a fatwa that any Muslim woman she want to associate with a stranger, she have to do breastfeeding for him for adult 10 times. Some Muslim, they lie, they say that this is about women, she take milk from her breast and then he can drink it. Don't be stupid. The hadith and the verse is so clear. It says rida'a is to suckle. Suckle is to put your lips at the nipples, not at the dish. And by the way, the woman who Muhammad he asked her to give milk, she is not in the age of giving milk because she cannot have babies. This is why they don't even have, you know, I mean, she is not in that age. Women, they are not. Maybe some Muslim, they think that women, they have nipples is like a faucet. Anytime you can take milk from it. Even cows don't do that. So when the woman she have a baby, she can give milk. Why Muhammad is asking the woman to suckle the man? What he will get from there exactly? Nothing. It's just to suckle her nipples. And this is not our problem now. You like your wife to suckle me, not to suckle me? No problem. There's a girl, Muslim girl, she called me before, and the Muslim, they play the video saying that Christian Prince, he said to her, suckle me. I was reading the hadith for you, Abdul, and you are ashamed of it. And not only that, you Muslim, you said that the one who said to a woman, suckle me, he is a sexual predator, which means you agreed that you're a prophet, he is teaching people to be sexual predator by doing and practicing Islam. Now we go back to the hadith. Aisha, she said, the Holy Quran declare 10 suckling. Do you see the word suckling? Do you know what suckling means? Suck. Suck, huh? Hey, Indonesian guy. Suck is not a drinking in a dish, because I know what you will say. It is about sucking. So suck it, you idiot. So suckling, the 10 clear suckling make the marriage unlawful. By the way, the Muslims don't agree. They say this is only for children. 10 suckling only for a child, but 10 suckling for adult, still you can have sex with a woman. So what's the point? So they agree with this if it's about for a child. So why Muhammad, he say to an adult woman to suckle an adult man if he still can have sex with her? What the point? Secondly, where we can find the 10 suckling verses in the Quran? Mr. The Quran never changed. I want you to dig under your bum and find me the verses of 10 suckling. I could not find it, my friend. Maybe in your Quran it is there. Do you know where we can find those verses? I know. Aisha herself, we will go back to those verses. Aisha herself, she will not let any man to enter upon her unless one of her nieces or sisters, she suckle the man. Yahya related from Malik, from Nafi, from Safiya, from etc., from Hafsa, that Hafsa al-Mu'mineen sent Asim, blah 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 blah, said to her sister Fatima bint Umar ibn Khattab for her to suckle him 10 times so that he could come and see her. Which means if I want to see Aisha, she will send me one of her girls and Christian Prince, he is going to suckle her 10 times before he can enter it. And here you see that you are challenging us to change the Quran. Why we want to change it? You change it. This is why you Muslims are ashamed of the Quran, so you deleted those verses. Otherwise, I challenge you to tell me, you will say to me, it's abrogated. So what? What do you mean abrogated? It should be in the Quran. Why you take it off? Did Allah say to you, take it off? Show me the verse. It says, take this verse off. Nowhere it says that. Did Muhammad say to you, take this verse off? Show me the hadith saying that. And as long as you have to practice it, how you delete it? And this is only happen, you know, the Muslims, they agree that if you do a child breastfeeding, supposedly he is forbidden for you, but they are doing it to adult. If we go, this is why it doesn't say only 10 times, it says adult. Let me show you. It's not only 10 times, because 10 times it might be for a child. No, this is not for a child. This is not the case now. The verse of stoning and the breastfeeding for adult. Do you see the word adult? Don't call me. Anyone will call me, I will reject your call. All right? Anyone will call, I will reject your call. Not now. We have to wait until we finish the topic. The verse of stoning and the breastfeeding for adult. 10 times was revealed. Do you see it, adult? Okay, where we can find this revealed verse? And the paper was under my pillow. So the verses was where? Was under the pillow of Aisha. The messenger of Allah died. We were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. A goat ate the Quran, my friend. A goat ate your Quran, and you are telling us if we take one letter of the Quran, you will find out. I want you to make a video, and I want you to recite for me the breastfeeding for adult verses, and I want you to explain to us how we do it by bringing a Muslim sister with you, live in air, and practice it if you are brave, if you are not ashamed of Islam. So what happened in the case of Muhammad, literally, is a goat eating his book. And now you Muslims do not have those verses because of Her Majesty Mrs. Goat. And by the way, this goat now is wanted by Muhammadan. So if anyone see her anywhere, anyhow, please call the Medina phone number, which Muhammad, he said, this is a city no plague can enter it, and yet in few years after his death, half of the population die from the plague. But the liar prophet said no plague can enter the city. So a goat ate the Quran, and what she ate with it, is that the only verse? No. I mean, look like this goat is very selective. It says here in this hadith that the breastfeeding for adult 10 times and the stoning to death both were eaten by the goat. Can you tell me the stone, where we can find the stone verse? Since the goat ate it, it's gone. And then we have another disaster. It says then the verses were abrogated, but not ruling. So what do you mean not abrogated but not ruling? It means it's not abrogated. Guys, how in the world this cult work? If the verse is going to be practiced, what do you mean it's abrogated? Then they say, other hadith says that Allah, He sent the verses saying 5 breastfeeding. Okay, where we can find this 5 breastfeeding? Where this verse can be found? Here you see the stupidity and the lies they present to us, saying the Quran cannot be changed, when the Quran is nothing but a bunch of lies and stupidity. I don't want the Quran to be changed. I would pay you money if you can put those verses back, so we can die laughing, as we are doing right now, but it's going to be more official. Then, my friend, you said, and I'm concentrating with, if you change one word, the fact Muhammad is the one who changed the Quran. Muhammad, he is copying people around him and make Quran from what they say. And the proof in front of you. My Lord agreed with me in 3 things. Who's talking? Umar al-Khattab. My Lord, who's Umar al-Khattab? Umar al-Khattab is just a friend of Muhammad, supposedly. Whatever Umar he said to Muhammad, Muhammad, he like it, he make a Quran as he revealed. Allah agreed with Umar, he did not agree with Muhammad. I wish we took the station of Abraham. Okay, Muhammad, he took the verse, he put it in the Quran. Umar, he was spying at Sauda and he saw her doing poo-poo and he was laughing at her bum. He says, Arafnaki ya Sauda. Hey, we recognize you, Sauda, which means we recognize your ass. Because she was doing poo-poo. This is what she was doing. I mean, look how rude, how filthy he is. And instead of shutting his mouth and stay away, a woman, she is doing what everybody do. I mean, at that time, there's no toilet seat, there's no bathroom. They go in the yard and they do it. The filthy man, because how decent he is, he make fun of her and say, we got you busted. We saw your ass. And then he went inside and look, he knew the wife, now she's going to come and tell her husband that your filthy friend, he did this. So look what he told him. Muhammad, why you don't ask your wife to wear hijab? The bad and the good come to your house. But here's the bad. And the proof, he was making fun of her for doing poo-poo. Let us show you the hadith, so they will not say I'm making things up. Do you see it? Arifnaki ya Sauda. Sauda, we recognize you. What he recognized about her? And why you are calling her? Are you allowed to speak to a strange woman in the middle of the dark? She was doing poo-poo. And then Muhammad, he took what Umar ibn al-Khattab he said, and he made them verses. But look, if we go back in the hadith, you will see Umar saying to make the Kaaba a direction of a prayer, to wear the hijab is made by Umar, and the verses about divorcing the wives of Muhammad or exchanging them, because the Arab, they used to exchange women. I take your wife, you take my wife. Look what Umar he said. He said, I said to them, it may be he divorce you, and that his Lord Allah will give you instead of you wives better than you. So the verses revealed the same as I had said. The idiot who is texting me, I will block you. I said, wait until I say call me. So what do you mean nobody can change the Quran? Already the Quran is changed. This is the words of Umar. This is the word of Abdullah ibn Sarh. If we go to Ibn Kathir, and he said in his video too, that nobody can make Quran. Look what the Arab they said to Muhammad. And when our verses of the Quran are recited to them, they say, we have heard this. If we wish, we can say like this. And then he said, he's supposedly saying, هذا الفيل خرطوم طويل. This is the feel, have a long nose. Supposedly somebody is trying to make Quran. Okay, let me ask you, if I make Quran, are you going to accept it anyway? No. I mean, who is the one who will be the judge? Let us examine who can be the judge. Who is the best judge to examine if this is from Allah or not? Just to show you the stupidity of this man who made those videos. Listen carefully. Who can be better judge to figure out if the Quran is from Allah or not? Can you find better than Muhammad? No way. He's the Prophet. That's it. He have a license. But don't you know that Muhammad, he received satanic verses, and Muhammad did not notice that those are from Shaitan? How you can recognize what is Quran, what is not, but yet your prophet could not? Shaitan, he come and he recite in his recitation satanic verses, and he says the three daughters of Allah must be worshipped. You know what? Maybe Christian Prince is lying. Let us see what the Muslim they say about this verse, chapter 22, verse number 52. Give me a second. All right, we will open the Muslim interpretation. So they will not say, you know, this is his lies. He is making things up. This is not true. It's a lie, brother. He's lying, brother, to you. Don't believe him. This guy is a Christian, brother. Okay, we will see. We will see. All right. Read with me carefully and die laughing at the stupidity of this cult. Chapter 22, verse number 52. Never we send a messenger or a prophet before thee, chapter 22, verse 52, but Shaitan he put in his mouth something. Okay, who is the prophet before thee who Shaitan put something in his mouth? Give me his name. Because you are saying never. Which one? Stupid verse. It's just to give Muhammad an excuse because you cannot name one. Secondly, read carefully what it says. When the Prophet was reciting the chapter of An-Najm, and he arrived where he says, have you thought upon Al-Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, the third, the other? Chapter 53, verse number 19 to 20. The devil put in his tongue what he had secretly wished and hoped for, and said, these are the mighty crowns, al-gharaniq. Their intercession is to be hoped for. Okay, hold on. Shaitan, this is the Muslim translation, this is the Muslim book, this is the Muslim sheikh, this is the Muslim scholar, this is not Christian Prince. Shaitan, he put the devil. You see, the Muslim saying the devil. I mean, don't tell me the devil in Islam mean angel, huh? The devil, Abdul, he put the devil put on his tongue what he had secretly wished and hoped for, and said, these are, who these who? Al-Lat, Al-Uzza, Manat, the three daughters of Allah, mighty grants, Gharaniq, and their intercession is to hope for, which means to worship them. This is what enters, you know, you just, Muhammad, he just agreed that Allah have three daughters by doing this action, and he agreed that they are goddess, and he agreed that they intercede for Muslims and the kuffar in front of Allah. So he agreed with the pagan Arab. He's a pagan like them. And then the Quraysh, the Kuffar, they were very pleased. Why they were pleased? Because he just worshipped their goddess. This is the only disagreement they have, because the pagan Quraysh, they are pagan like the Muslim. Both of them, they worship the moon god Allah. The only problem, Muhammad in the beginning, he say, I don't approve Allat, Al-Uzza and Manat. And actually he sent Khalid bin Walid to kill one of them, which is stupid, which means, because by saying I sent Khalid to kill her, one of them, that's mean Allah have 3 daughters for real. And he killed one of them. The Messenger of Allah, Allah pray on him and salute him, carried recitation until the end of the surah. And he prostrated. Like, what the heck? He prostrated for Allat, Al-Uzza and Manat. He just said Allat and Al-Uzza are the goddess, and their intercession is a must. They are gharaniq. And he protested, he bowed down, and the Muslims and the Kuffar, the idolaters, which mean Muslim too, they are idolaters, they kiss black stone. All of them now, they share one religion. It's called the religion of Muhammad. Except one guy, he did not, because he was too old. His name, Walid ibn Mughira. He was not able to bow down. And look what happened. Did Muhammad notice by himself that this is not from Allah? No. Read carefully. That evening, Jibreel, peace be upon him, went to the Messenger of Allah, bless him, and give him peace, and said, what you have done, Habibi Muhammad? Habibi Muhammad, what you have done? Huh? Habibi Muhammad, bend down. Muhammad, I'm going to spank you. Habibi Muhammad, what you did? Habibi? Huh? What you have done, Habibi? Huh? You recited to people that which I did not bring from Allah. Glorified is He. And you said what I did not say to you. So this Abdullah from Indonesia, he is saying, if you add one word in the Quran, I will find out. But his prophet, he added a long verse about not just adding, about worshipping 3 daughters of Allah, and Muhammad went home, did not notice yet what happened. Which means this guy from Indonesia saying that his prophet is a certified donkey. He is not. He's smart. Muhammad is a donkey, because Muhammad, not like this Indonesian guy, if you add one word in the Quran or you change it, he can find out right away. Immediately, brother. But Muhammad, a whole verse are added by the devil. And he recited, and he bowed down after saying it, worshipping the 3 daughters of Allah, and yet he went home, and yet until the evening, and yet at night Jibreel come to his house, and still he have no idea what happened. And he said to him, Muhammad, Habibi, what you did, Habibi? Abdul from Indonesia, if you don't understand, I can call Zakir Naik for you to explain the verse for you. Tararam, 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 because Zakir Naik will not answer unless it's 3 times, you know, like the Prophet. Christian Prince, I did not call me. Zakir Naik, how you know that this is me? Because you are the only one who called me when I'm at the 6th. Ah, yeah. Are you doing breastfeeding for adult? First of all, I don't do breastfeeding anymore, because simply I am sick of it. Why you are not doing breastfeeding for adult anymore? Because of Corona. Corona is killing us, and we have to have sex from far away now. Oh, okay. Corona is. You are right. You have to stay safe, man. Don't do breastfeeding for adult anymore. No problem. So, Zakir, what do you think about the Prophet receiving satanic verses and he did not notice they are from Shaitan? How this happened? Christian Prince, first of all, you are stupid. You do not know Arabic and you don't know English. And I'm going to explain to you. Okay, explain to me. Satan, he come to him in the shape of an angel Jibreel. Oh, he came to him as an angel Jibreel. Exactly. And actually, he made himself, they call him the Abyad. Ah, the white. Ah, yeah. Oh, why he became white? Because simple. In Islam, Satan always black. And he changed his color so he can fool the Prophet. Ah. So your Prophet, when he saw someone, he is white, he thought this is Jibreel, and he get the verses from him. Exactly. And you're getting smarter now because of me. Oh, thank you, Zakir. I'm learning, you know, what I can do. And what happened next? So the Prophet, he recited the verses, and he didn't know, and he did not notice. And it is very, very normal because we are a human. Ah, the Prophet is a human. Is he the human? But he can have sex with 13 women in 20 minutes. Is that a human thing? This is very human. But Allah gave him extra Viagra for sex. Okay. And why the Prophet did not notice that this is from Shaitan? I mean, you are worshipping the 3 daughters of Allah. You did not notice? Listen, Prince. Sometimes you say things you are not aware of. But he did not only say it. He noticed that the people who they are kuffar, they bow down with him, which means they are worshipping what he worshipped now. Because he recited that the 3 daughters of Allah, they must be to be intercede and they're to be worshipped. So now he should not notice that he just did something very horrible. Listen, Prince. Allah, he did not let the Prophet alone. And that's why he waited for him. 1 hour, the Prophet did not notice. 2 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 3 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 4 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 5 hours, the Prophet did not notice. Zakir, take a nap and come back. Are you going to continue saying 5 hours, 6 hours? I mean, come on, come to the end. 6 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 8 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 9 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 10 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 11 hours, the Prophet did not notice. Listen, Prince, are you snoring? I'm going to take a nap. Are you going to count how many hours now? 11 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 12 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 13 hours, the Prophet did not notice. 14 hours, the Prophet did not notice. And 15 hours, did not notice. And 16 hours, the Prophet finally noticed. How he noticed? Jibreel come to him. And he looked at the door. The Prophet, he opened the door. He said to him, Jibreel, what are you doing here? Jibreel, he said to him, Habibi Muhammad. Habibi Muhammad, what you did? What you did? Bend over. I'm going to spank you. Did Jibreel spank the Prophet? I'm saying that metaphorically. He did not really spank him, but it could be happen because he's Jibreel. He might be upset now. Oh, Jibreel is upset now. How do you know he's upset? Because he said to him, what you have been done? What you have been done, Muhammad? And here you see that the Prophet is not let alone. He is under the supervision of Jibreel. Okay. And they told him. And then they took the verse off. Who is the one who took the verse off? Allah took it off. But how you can take it off? If you Muslim, you say, you memorize anything Muhammad he say. Unbelievable. Zakir, are you there? Christian Prince, your love is the king of the devil, and you are native of the God. I don't understand what you're saying. Is that a Bangladesh language or something? Okay, whatever you say. I mean, I have to agree. I don't understand what you are saying. Okay, I think you are cursing me now. Exactly. So you idiot, you are saying to me that nobody can change the Quran. And because you will notice, but yet you're a prophet, you did not notice that the devil is giving him recitation of the Quran. Now here we have another problem. As long as Shaitan, he can give Muhammad verses and Muhammad don't notice. How we knew that this verse itself, where it says, whatever Shaitan gave the prophet, we will delete it, if this is not from Shaitan himself. Maybe the Shaitan is the one who made this verse. How we know that this is not Shaitan? Any Abdul? How we knew that the one who made this verse, chapter 22, forget about the 3 daughters of Allah now. The one who made this verse himself is Shaitan. Because obviously Shaitan, he can throw in the mouth of Muhammad anything, and Muhammad is the last one to know. Why Shaitan was not able? You see, you say here that Shaitan, he throw in every messenger mouth. Okay, well, tell me what Shaitan he throw in the mouth of Moses. What he throw in the mouths of Isa. As long as you believe that those are messengers. Show us. Stupidity. Now, are we done? Absolutely not. We did not start yet. Unbelievable. But Tito, why you don't be brave and call me so everybody will laugh at you? Be brave. Be a man. In number 2 reason, he says, the Quran cannot be false. Why? I'll read for you the translation, so you see with me what this guy is saying. The Quran cannot be false. The kuffar who eat pork always say that Quran is false still. I mean, look, the Quran, the kuffar who eat pork. My friend, you drink piss. So shall I say the Muslim who drink piss? I mean, so now you are proving to us that the kuffar are wrong because they eat pork? But just to show you how stupid you are, don't you know that the Quran allow you to eat pork, you donkey? You are a certified donkey. The kuffar who eat pork. Isn't it this is your Quran saying you can eat pork if you are hungry? Donkey. So if eating pork is bad, horrible, why if you are suffering from hunger you can eat it? Why Allah don't provide you a shish kebab instead of pork? You are dying. Allah can send shish kebab, can't he? So you idiot, you can eat pork in Islam if there is no other food to eat. Which means you have a license for eating. That means pork is not really bad. Because look, in this case now, pork will save your life, not Allah. Who is going to save your life if you are hungry? Not Allah. Mr. Pig. And this is the chapter 5, verse number 3. The same verse forbidding you from eating the pork is the same verse approving you to eat pork. Stupidity is amazing. You see, wisdom have far away distance from Islam. Look what Jesus said. It is not what go inside your mouth will make you dirty. It is what come from your mouth. That's amazing wisdom. Only fool think that what come in your mouth will make you dirty. The fact what come out will make you filthy. So a Muslim, he think that he is higher than people, those kuffar who eat pork, like supposedly he don't eat pork, so he is a clean. Pork is dirty, camel urine is a clean. How embarrassing. And then he said, they think that the chapter of the elephant al-fil is a joke. Cause impossible that elephant can attack and live in the desert. That Allah exists since 400 years ago. The ayah has a problem. Ones who should complain are the people in Mecca, Saudi. Why don't reject it? Who said they don't, you idiot? This is why they were fighting your prophet, you idiot. He conquered them. He forced them into Islam. And as long as you are mentioning this verse about al-fil, why you Muslims are buying the awacs of the American to protect you from the missiles of Iran and Saddam Hussein, as long Allah protect the Kaaba anyway. Huh? And how come Al-Qurmuti, he destroyed the Kaaba? And not only he destroyed it, he took the black stone, he made it the Pupu stone for more than 21 years. And not only that, he was screaming in the middle of the Kaaba saying, Allah, where is your birds? Huh? Where is your F-16? This is why we laugh at it, because the Kaaba destroyed many times by the enemies of Islam. And Al-Qurmuti is one of the great examples. Not only he destroyed the Kaaba, he took the black stone. And not only that, Allah could not get the black stone back. The Muslim, they have to bribe this man to get it back. They spoke to Al-Hakim bi Amrullah al-Fatimi, the Fatimi Caliphate, who believed that he is Allah in earth, and his son is Hamza al-Bahlawan, which means Allah have a son. This is the version of Islam at that time by Al-Fatimiyin. To speak to Al-Qurmuti, please, can you send them? They will give you money. How much you want for it? The black stone, because they cannot have a Kaaba without the black stone. They rebuild it, but there's no black stone. So they gave him a lot of money to get it back. Where is your birds, Allah? Then he said, Quran cannot be false in linguistic. One thing that kuffar should know, that in the Arabiya, which is used to take it from the Quran, so the Quran ummu lahu, I don't know what that means. So no, lahu cannot play in the Quran because it's taken from I don't know what does that mean actually. I don't understand what this translation means. But you know, we prove anyway that the Quran is stupid and false. And you know, we can prove the Quran is stupid many ways. I mean, let us say nobody can take from the Quran. I don't want to take anything from the Quran. I don't want to destroy anything from the Quran. I am against anyone to burn the Quran. If you burn the Quran, we will laugh at what? When Allah, he says that women, she have a sperm coming from her ribs, we will laugh at what if you destroy those verses? And the man have a sperm coming from his backbone. Oh, my backbone is hurting me. This is why my voice is not good today. Huh? Nobody can make Quran like this. The funny, they say to you, can you make Quran like this? I cannot. Because this is the most, people will laugh at me. And you know what? He might say, it doesn't say that, CP. It doesn't say that this is coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Let us go and see. Chapter 86, verse number 7. Ibn Kathir. Maybe Christian Prince is lying. He's a liar. Nobody can make Quran like the Quran. For sure, nobody. I mean, you don't want people to call you certified donkey. Look at this. This is what your God is saying. So let the man see from what he is created. From what? From what? Okay. How we are created. Allah now is going to explain to us the secret of life. How we are made, my friend. He is created from water gushing forth water. It's a gushing forth water. They cannot say anything. It have to be gushing forth, coming out of the body of the man. It is nutfa. Meaning the sexual fluid that come out bursting forth from the man and the women. What the heck? The sexual come out bursting from the man and the women. So when the women, she have liquid coming out of her vagina, that will make the baby? May Allah baby you. Thus the child produced from both of them by the permission of Allah. For sure, by the permission of Allah. You cannot do anything. There's two things you need to get permission for. Allah and Mr. Trump. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Me. Half of me came from the ribs of my mother. I just decide to make a statues for ribs. From now on, I will eat ribs only. From the ribs of the women, actually no, not the ribs of the women only. The word in Arabic, it says tara'ib, and the word tara'ib in the Arabic language mean the location of the necklace of the women. Not just, it's not ribs, no. It is the last top of the neck. You see, when a woman, she put a necklace, short one, there's like a little hole down your neck. This is where the sperm of the woman coming from. First of all, women don't have a sperm, you idiot. Secondly, there's no sexual fluid come from there. Number 3, sexual fluid of the women have nothing to do with the baby creation. It's just like what I don't know what the word in English, like to make it easy for the sperm to swim inside the women, or even to have intercourse. And you are saying to me nobody can make Quran like this? Absolutely nobody can make Quran like this. Proceeding from the backbone of the man and the ribs. The backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, i.e. it is fluid, it's yellow and fine in texture. The child will not be born except from both of them, i.e. there is sexual fluid. Hold on, who is the one, who is the stupid he said this statement? Is that Ibn Kathir? No! This is the Prophet Muhammad. Allah, pray on him. This is Iranian way. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Who is the one who said this? Muhammad. Let us laugh together. Muhammad is explaining how the baby is made, brother. Mean. The messenger of Allah. Sahih. The problem, this hadith is sahih. This Abdullah from Indonesia, he cannot say this is a lie. It is sahih. Sahih. The messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. Yellow? Whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble his parents. Now I know Zakir Naik, he resemble who? And you are telling me nobody can make Quran like this? Quran for sure nobody, because people will die laughing at us. And who is the stupid in the world who taught you that the child gender or look have to do with who comes first? I will give you the name of the stupid one. His name is Prophet Muhammad. And you idiot, you are saying to us nobody can make Quran like the Quran of Allah. Now he said in the video too, nobody can make language that the language of the Quran. Language, what language? Let me show you how stupid the Quran is. The Quran do not even know how to pronounce words correctly. As an example, if I go right now, look at this. من يبدل نعمة تاء مربوطة. The last letter is correct. It's correct. But look how Allah, he write it in different verse. Stupid God. This is God. This is God who do not know how to write a simple Arabic word. I can give you tons of example. Unlimited. Stupid example. And you are saying to me, nobody. Nobody know. Nobody know. Nobody know. Nobody. Da-da-dum. Nobody. What about Imra'at? You see, actually, the same verse he said that I did not read it wrong. Hmm? If you go to the same chapter, let me show you. There's endless numbers of stupid mistakes. Even kids don't make them. Let us. This website. Okay, hold on. La 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 la. The word imra'ah. People keep texting me. Wait. Have you ever heard of anyone write the word imra'ah like this? Anyone? We can show you endless stupid mistakes in your Quran, my friend. The word Quran itself is mistake. Imra'atu Lut, Imra'atu Nuh, Imra'atu Pharaoh, all of them are written wrong. Remember the blessing of Allah. Okay, how we write it down? We don't know how to write it down. So here they might say, okay, the Arab who wrote it, they are stupid. They did not write it correctly, but this is not a mistake of the Quran. But that's mean the Quran you have today is wrong. I don't care who wrote it. Right? In the video too, this guy, you know, I mean, there's no need to talk about the Arabic because I can brag about Arabic as much as I know I want, as long as nobody knows Arabic anyway. But the important for us, how stupid the Quran is. Let us say the Quran is written in a very nice language as Shakespeare, but it's not. I mean, any verse in the Quran, we ask the Muslim to show us any verse. Do you remember the guy who his name, Dr. what? I forgot. Dr. Hamoudi. Do you remember him? Do you know after 2 hours disagreeing with me, trying to defend Islam, he admit, and not only that, he was very nice to me and he sent me this. May God bless you for what you have shown me. Which means he left Islam. Go and just watch the previous video. The God who don't remember which one he created first. Secondly, in the video, the guy, he said, this Abdul, he said, I am a cursed guy. Cursed, I'm cursed. Okay, hold on. According to the Quran, the one who changed the Quran or fabricate Quran, Allah will kill him. Let us see who's cursed. In chapter 69, verse number 64, Quran saying, if Muhammad, he forged a false saying concerning us. Who's talking? Allah. We surely should have seized him by his right hand, and we have certainly cut his off his artery, between two bracket, aorta. So who is the one who will be cursed? Is the one who changed the Quran, is the one who fabricate Quran, the one who lie about the Quran. My aorta is fine, your prophet aorta is cut off. Let us prove it. Who is the one is cursed, you donkey? The prophet in his element which he died, and this is Sahih Bukhari. You cannot say this is a weak hadith. Remember, he used to say, "O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar, and at this time I feel as if my aorta is being cut off from that poison." And as you know, according to Islam, nothing can happen to any human being except by the will of Allah. So if Muhammad aorta is being cut off, and Allah he promised in the Quran that if Muhammad fabricate Quran, I will cut his aorta, that's mean your prophet aorta is cut off as a curse, as a punishment from Allah. That means he fabricate Quran. Especially the Quran says what exactly the guilt is. The guilt if he forged false saying concerning us. So the foolish Muhammad, he made this verse, he never thought that will happen to him, saying, if I am lying about the Quran, Allah will cut my aorta. And then this is exactly how he died. Allah he cut his artery, brother. So who is the one is cursed? Who is the one is cursed? Me or your prophet? And here we have additional question to ask. I mean, too many questions. The poor guy is dead now. Why Allah did not save Muhammad but he saved Isa? I will tell you why. If I have a farm, you know farm? Okay, I will use a drawing to explain to you, because some they are slow. Let us say I am a master of a farm. In the farm, I have a donkey. Excuse my drawing, because sometimes I draw a donkey, it appears like an elephant. Because we are Arab, you know, we used to have a lot of elephant in the desert. Elephant. This elephant, by the way, this donkey is you know, have 2 legs only, because at that time we have only 2 legs, and have a chicken reciting Quran, because even the birds, you know, they are amazed by the Quran. This is a chicken, okay, and I have a horse, big horse. Big horse, brother, big horse. Look how big he is. I mean, this horse is so big, man. What the heck is that? This is horse, look like a tent, spaceship. Anyway, you get the idea, brother. And inside the building too, there is my son. This is my son. He's very skinny because I'm not feeding him enough, you know. And this is the house. Let us say a house, have a stable, etc. And all are inside this place. And then fire started in the house. Fire, fire. Okay, Indonesian boy? Smart Abdul? Okay. Which one I will save first? For sure you will save your son. right? A Muslim once, he said to me, if Jesus is Son of God, then his father should save him. Well, this is what happened exactly in Islam, according to your logic. His father saved him. So according to Islam, the logic of Islam, Allah, he saved Isa. He did not save Muhammad. There was a guy inside this room, his name is Isa, and there's a guy inside this room, his name is Muhammad. Allah saved Isa, he don't save Muhammad. As you see, Muhammad, he died by poison. There's one of two choices. Either Allah could not save him because Muhammad cannot be saved, for he is cursed. This was a penalty from him for his being a liar, a fraud. Or this is a penalty from my God, the true God, for he, Muhammad, fabricated words about the Injil. And my God, he made Muhammad die like a rat. Whatever you choose of them, if you say Allah is the one who killed him, or you say the God of the Christian killed him, Muhammad died as a penalty, as you see. He died as exactly he described. If he is lying, Allah will cause his death by cutting his aorta. And one more final thing before we finish for this Abdul. When a Muslim, he says to us, nobody can change the Quran. What does that mean? Nobody can change the word of Allah, right? Look how stupid they are. But isn't it you Muslim, you say the Bible changed? They say that the Bible changed, but the Injil, as written in the Quran, is the word of Allah. So how you say nobody can change the word of Allah? If you Muslims promoting that Allah words change and Allah is unable to protect it. You see, when a Muslim, he says the Bible, the Injil is corrupt, he is attacking his God. He's being stupid, because this is the book of Allah. Allah sent down the Injil. And here, by the way, you see something stupid in this verse, because Allah, he chose the Greek name for the book of Jesus, which he sent to the Jews. I mean, the Quran says it clearly, we never send a messenger except in the language of his own people. Chapter 14, verse number 4. So, if the Injil is the book of Jesus was sent to his people, that means the people of Jesus are the Greek, because the name is a Greek word. But because the stupid Muhammad, he did not know any word except this what the Christian at that time in that area using for the gospel. They call it Injil, the Greek word. So the stupid Muhammad, he says that Allah, he said Injil. But if Allah, he said Injil, that means Allah, he approved a book which is not what he sent, because Allah, he sent a book in Hebrew to the Hebrew. So there is no way that the book in Hebrew, but the name is in Greek. I wrote a book, it's called Yama Shushu, Yama Yuhu, Yama Lai, Yama Suzuki. The name in Japanese, but the book is in English, brother. So when you say to us that nobody can, change the Quran, you are just stupid, because you just yourself, Muslims, you agree that the books of Allah, all of it's screwed, which means Allah is screwed. You see, when you change the book of a God, well, whoever that God is, you screwed that God, not me, because this is not my book. You see, the Injil is not the book of the Christian. This is the book of God. So if you Muslims agree that the Injil which sent by Allah is changed, that means whoever changed it screwed Allah, not us. Additional to that, brother, I want to ask you, brother. I don't know if I should ask you this, brother. I'm not sure, brother. Should I ask you this? Because there's too many things for you, brother, to answer, brother. I think we have, we should not give him more questions. That's it. The guy, he will be, let us see what he will say in a video. And if you are a man coming from the ribs of your mother, as the Quran said, proceeding from the backbone of your father and the ribs of your mother, may Allah bless her lips. Call me, you potato. Live on air challenge. I will call you, by the way, if you are not, I will call you, Your Majesty. The one who don't dare to call me from those who make videos, obviously they are potatoes. Otherwise, call me, prove me wrong. Right? All right. Guys, I'm not going to take calls from now because the video is already really long. We will be live again in a few hours because we want to leave this video as it is here. So those from Indonesia, the good ones translating, they can translate and post it in their page. So I'm not going to keep it longer, but I will try to come back again in a few hours from now, and then we will take calls from whoever want to call us. All right, this video now just to answer their lies and their stupidity, and everything they say to us is absolutely stupid and garbage. Even the Quran says that nobody can exchange the word of Allah. Nobody. Huh? Chapter 6 verse number 34, chapter 6 verse 115, chapter 6 verse number 64, chapter 18 verse number 27, all of them they are saying nobody can change the word of Allah. So how you say the Injil changed, you idiot? In the same time, the Quran says if this is a book not from Allah, you will find a lot of contradiction. Really? Yes, brother. Okay, but this is a contradiction. In chapter 4 verse number 82 it says why they cannot consider the Quran, and the finally they say to us the Quran is smart, so why they cannot consider it? Because it's stupid. If this is book other from Allah, you will find a lot of contradiction. That's wonderful. Look at this. The Quran said in chapter 5 verse number 44, verily we did send down the Torah to Moses. Okay, Allah sent the Torah to Moses. What happened? Look what happened. Please read and laugh. Please read and laugh. Okay. Okay. It says, and Allah, He trusted the Jews with the protection of the book of Allah. Guys, does it say that? Does it say that Allah entrusted the Jews with the protection of the book of Allah? This is a certified donkey statement. Why? Allah, He cursed the Jews. Allah, He considered the Jews the worst. Allah made the Jews pigs and monkeys. For not just for fishing on Saturday, and then you trust them with the book. Number one. Number two, when you say I trust you, what does that mean, guys? Somebody tell me what it doesn't mean. I trust you. It's mean I'm thinking that you are good, right? Correct? If I say I trust you, it's mean at this moment I think you are good. So Allah entrusted the Jews. That means when He trusted them, He thought they are good. That means Allah do not know the future. Because if Allah entrusted them to protection of the book, and then the Jews did not protect the book, that's mean Allah, He made a mistake by the trust. He gave the trust for the wrong one. You should not give a trust to someone He is not trustworthy. So if Allah, He knew the future, then how He entrusted such a job to the Jews and he knew supposedly they will not do protected. In this case, if Allah, he knew that they are not good and they will not be trustworthy, so here he chose the wrong word in the Quran because he said entrusted them. Because the word trust is about me believing that you are good. And that means Allah is stupid. And as long as the Quran agree that no bad thing can happen in this earth except by the will of Allah, that means the corruption of the Injil and the Torah happen by the will of Allah. That means Allah is shaitan. Because who is the one who will get the benefit of a changing of the book of God except Satan? Ask yourself. Let us say you are a believer in a religion. Who is the one who will get the benefit of corrupting a book of God? Satan. As simple as that. And as long nothing can happen except by the will of Allah according to Islam. Who said that? The Quran said that in many places. Let us show you the Quran and get Muhammad busted as usual. Never any bad thing happen in this earth. All those verses speaking about this. Except it is by the permission of Allah. So is the corruption of a book of God is a bad thing? Absolutely. If Allah is God. But Allah saying no corruption will happen unless by my permission. So shaitan, he called Allah. Allah, can I corrupt your book, brother? Allah, he said, sure. Yeah, please, go ahead. I give you permission. How stupid that is. That means Allah and shaitan, either they are one or they are partners. When Muhammad died by poison, how he died? The Quran confirmed that no soul will be taken except by the permission of Allah. So the one who killed Muhammad by poison is Allah. And here we need to ask ourselves a question: why Allah he killed Muhammad? I think we have enough disaster for today. Later I will try to come back on air. I see my voice is not doing good really. I apologize, my throat is dry. And sadly Allah did not send me any adult breastfeeding yet. You know, I'm thirsty. And in the time of Corona, I cannot even practice breastfeeding for adult as the Prophet he advised us to do. How in the world that can be from God? This is a chapter 64, verse number 11. Alright guys, if you did not subscribe to our page yet, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, don't forget to unsubscribe. Because that Allah, according to Islam, Allah will give you double blessing. So my advice to the Muslim, subscribe and subscribe. Subscribe and subscribe, subscribe and subscribe, because each time you subscribe, Allah he gave you negative deed, which means a punishment supposedly. But if you unsubscribe, he will delete the bad deed and he will give you 2 good deeds. So imagine how much money you can make, brother. Just unsubscribe, 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 unsubscribe. This is the most silly, stupid cult ever you can imagine in your life. And again, I advise the Indonesian to read my book, which I provided in Indonesian language for free, so they can learn about the stupidity of Muhammad and his God. And ask yourself, why those who call themselves Ustad in your country don't dare to call me? Why? They are good to take your money only, but they are not good to call Christian prince who know nothing about Islam. Anyone can defeat him, brother. Allah will help you, brother. If Allah is with you, who could be against you, brother? brother is there. I can debate with a breath, and actually I can destroy him. But because I feel mercy for him, I don't want you to destroy. Zakir Naik, come on, destroy me, man. I'm telling you, I can destroy you. Actually, you are finished. What? You are finished. I'm finished. Okay. How this happened? Because Allah, He finished you. Allah, He finished me. Don't forget to download the video because we don't keep them for long in our channel, and I encourage all the Indonesian to download immediately after we finish. It takes like 20 minutes or 30 minutes for the video to be ready to download, and please add subtitle, share it everywhere, and let everybody laugh at the stupidity of those who call themselves Muhammadan from Indonesia trying to answer me. By your answers, we've been victorious. And by your answers, you prove to us that you are stupid. You do not know your book. And if we use your logic will defeat you. The best logic to defeat Islam is Islam logic. Nothing can happen except by the will of Allah. So how the Bible corrupted? By the will of Allah. Why Christian Prince now is exposing Muhammad? By the will of Allah. How Muhammad died by poison? By the will of Allah. How the Torah is corrupt? By the will of Allah. How the Injil corrupt? By the will of Allah. Why my neighbor, he raped the women? By the will of Allah. Actually, even Muhammad, he said, even when you commit adultery, Allah, He make you horny and He make you commit adultery. You believe it, brother? Okay, so why you want to punish me for adultery if the one who make me do it is Allah? Brother, read the smart Muhammad. Muhammad too much hashish. The Prophet said, Allah, verily Allah has fixed very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. What? So when you have sex around, it's not your decision, it's Allah's decision. Allah make your private part like boing. And then Allah, He say, that woman there, go to her, take off her panty, look at her bum, may Allah bum you. Which a man will indulge and which he of necessity must commit. What? So if I look at a woman and I say to her, do you like me? Do you? Do you want me? Do you? Let us do it. It's Allah will. Yes, I do. Allah made me fall into you. Let us go and do barbecue for the sake of Allah you. Yes, I do. Allah said you should do. It's a necessity you should commit. It's a sin made by Allah. That's it. All what you need to do, just let it go, my friend. Don't feel guilty. Allah is the one who made you. It's a fixed portion. It's a fixed. You can't change it. Okay, let me see how much a portion I have of adultery. 5 kilograms and 7 ounce. I mean, how ounce would kilogram will go? Let it go. This is deep. This is wisdom, brother. This is wisdom, brother. This is amazing wisdom. Even actually when Adam, he commits sin, if you remember, Adam and Moses, they have an argument. So Moses says to Adam, hey Habibi, Adam, because of you, Habibi, you know we are out of heaven, Habibi. Huh? Because of you, Habibi. Muhammad, he come with a story saying that when Moses asked Adam, why you commit sin? Because of you were out of heaven. Adam said to him, do you blame me, which for an action which Allah had written for my fate 40 years before creation? So even the sin of Adam, it is not his choice. Brother, it is Sahih. Do you blame me for doing a deed which Allah had decreed that I should do 40 years before He created me. I should do? Read carefully. He decreed that I should do. Have you ever heard of a stupid cult more than this? And the funny, this hadith here proving that Moses is a person who believed in original sin. That means he was not following Muhammad, he was following Jesus. Because Muhammad teach them there is no original sin, supposedly. But as you see, Moses believed that because of Adam, we are out of heaven, and this is what the Christian believe. Muhammad, he took the side of Adam, correcting Moses that this is not true. Adam was a victim of Allah. Allah made him commit sin, and He decided for him to do the sin 40 years before He created him. By the way, Allah, He decided for me 40 years before I go live on air today that I'm going to go live on air and spank Allah with my 5 fingers and leave marks in His ass. It was the decree of Allah that I must go online today and get free. Praise be to Allah, the God who says, I made for you alcohol to enjoy it. It's a sign from Allah. What? Alcohol is a sign from Allah. It's a miracle from Allah. So if somebody get drunk, it's a miracle? Yes, brother, it says that. Here, we read it. Allah praising alcohol, saying that this is a sign from Him. And you take a good privilege of it. But later Muhammad, when he cannot drink no more, he forbid it, because now he cannot drink. He's dying by poison. Do you love me? Do you? Do you? Do you hate me? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? By the way, I just got drunk some. Oh, brother, I see the sign of Allah in this verse, brother. Otherwise, how you explain to me, brother? You drink something and you start seeing the Kaaba going around you, brother. They got a woman, she is like 8 years old, going to do Hajj, and they found with her a bottle of whiskey, black label, and they said to her, the police, customs in Saudi Arabia, shame on you, in your age, and you are smuggling whiskey to the Kaaba. She said, son, I'm so old, I cannot go around the Kaaba, so I drink this, the Kaaba go around me, which is true, a wisdom and a sign from Allah. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you, and always we are here to get Islam busted, and more Muslims will leave this cult. They like it, they don't. I am a Christian prince, and the Lord is my victory. I am the one, and we are the ones who follow the living Messiah when those they are following the dead Muhammad. Once a Muslim man, he said to my father, why you don't follow and accept Islam? My father, he respect the man who is a big sheikh in the city, and the man, you know, he said to my father, you are from a big family, important family, we would like to have you, you will be a victory to have you in Islam. So he's trying to seduce him and tempt him. So my father, he said to him, I have a question. Where is Muhammad now? The sheikh, he said, well, he is dead. My father, he says, and where is Isa now? He said, he's alive. So my father, he said to him, well, I will follow the living one, and you enjoy following the dead until he come back to life. Thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. We are the followers of the living God. His name is Christ. His name is holy, his act is holy, his miracle is amazing, and he himself is miracle. He was born with no father, for God is miracle, and God miracle nobody can explain but him, by doing what he can do, which nobody can do. Name for me one person can do what the Messiah do in Islam. No one. Name for me one in Islam. He was the word of God. In the same time, he was the spirit of God. Oh, hold on, I forgot. Sorry. The guy, he said the kuffar, they say 3 in 1. How that can happen? Just to show you how stupid you are. According to your Quran, the Messiah is a 3 and 1 in the same time. You idiot. Read carefully. How you can be 3 and 1 in the same time? It's impossible according to this Abdul. Is that your Quran or my book? O people of the book, commit no excuse in your religion, nor say of Allah aught but the truth. Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, was a messenger from Allah. What does that mean? He was a man. Okay. And his word. He is a man, and yet he is a word. In the same time. Am I a man and a word too? No. Is Muhammad a man and a word too? No. Only the Messiah is a man and the word of God. And not only that, he is a spirit proceeding from him. From him who? God. So the Messiah in your Quran, you idiot, is a 3 and 1. He is the man, yet he is the word of God, yet he is a spirit proceeding from God, which means he is God's spirit. And this is not our Trinity, this is your Trinity, because this is how the Quran explained the Messiah. So in your stupid Quran, the Quran understand that it can be 3 and 1, and that happened to Jesus. You can be the word of God, which Muslims agree. Now, nobody can create it. Actually, even the Muslims agree that the word of God never been created by Allah. So Jesus cannot be created by Allah, because the word of God is not created by Allah according to Islam. And he is a spirit proceeding from him, which means the spirit of Allah is the same spirit of Jesus. And he is a man, 3 in 1. And yet they say to you in the same verse, don't say Trinity. In the same verse, it says don't say Trinity, but in the same verse you created your own Trinity, you idiot. This is how we laugh at the fool. And this is how we get him busted. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And I will see you soon again. Christ is Lord. And Islam got busted. As always. See you.